I mean, Mark, who's our founder, who started Mojeek in 2004, he actually, from the very start, Mojeek was built with no tracking at all. But actually, he didn't make that public until 2006 when he put out a public statement that he wasn't tracking users. Actually, he hadn't been from the start, but for him that was a key thing. One of the I mean, this sort of goes to the foundation of his sort of personal values and principles, and those shared by us in Mojeek. But he was the reason he could sort of made that public statement was because he, soon after he launched Mojeek and people were using it, he noticed that people were coming in Mojeek and putting in. Of course, we don't know who's doing the searches, right? We just always use the search queries. He noticed that was people were putting in medical queries, and and it was pretty obvious that those people were coming from Google and putting in medical queries into Mojeek, and that's when they became real for him as to how it wasn't just a principle that was important, it was actually a real interest to people to have the ability to search for information and to navigate the web without having somebody looking over your shoulders. In that case, it was so medical queries is kind of one of the obviously areas where people might want to use Mojeek, but there's also other areas. So yeah, so that's an interesting point, which obviously that was back in 2004 when he first saw that, but obviously last couple of years that's become a very big topic, I guess, that's been in the public consciousness. So yeah, I think that's we could go. I guess we could spend an hour talking about privacy, but as we like to say with Mojeek's not just about privacy. It was kind of it was a privacy search engine before Startpage and DuckDuckGo and many others. But with Mojeek, it's much more than about providing privacy. It's also about providing informational diversity, an alternative to the very few big search engines that we do have.